Hey, what is up, ladies, gentlemen? Yes, US Army is back, of course, with episode 3 of the Gamers Rant. Last week, you saw me and DLB go toe-to-toe, talk about the Wii U, the good, the bad, the ugly, to own it, to not to own it, next gen, not next gen, all that good stuff. A lot of good feedback. I've got a lot of nice things to hear from a lot of people on Facebook, Twitter, all that good stuff, so I appreciate it. So here I am, and you know what? This is a topic that I really am going to be raw and explicit and out there about, because you know what? I'm kind of sick and tired of a lot of this, but I understand there's reason for this, and I understand that the company I will be talking about put themselves in this situation, but hear me out. For one, I'm talking about Sony, and mainly I'm talking about the PlayStation Vita. PlayStation 3 aside, it has its problems, we know the problems, but you know what? It's late enough now to where I don't need to get into it. Everyone knows the problems behind that thing. But for people to get on all these forums and these blogs and everything to be saying Sony is done, they're gone, they got to get out of the gaming, the atmosphere of the gaming world, and the Vita is a fail, excuse me, but you know what? Here we go. So like I said, we are talking PlayStation Vita, and I'm going to talk on both sides of it. There are some negatives behind it as well, but let me say right off the bat, this machine, this device, if you truly sit down and just take your time and just admire it, look at it, especially the lights off and it's dark and you got that screen on, this thing is gorgeous. It is a beautiful piece of hardware. From all the aesthetics behind it, from just the glossy finishes to the edges, the way everything comes together. And that screen, like I said, especially if you're playing it in a dark room where that stuff pops, it is absolutely stunningly beautiful. Watch a Netflix movie in HD on it, you'll see what I'm talking about. So the Vita. Obviously the stuff that everyone loves behind it, I mean, it's got some great apps. Skype, YouTube, Netflix, Twitter, Facebook, all that stuff. Whether you use it for that stuff or you don't, at least it is there. It is offered to you. You have that opportunity to try these things out. I can be playing Little Big Planet, my girlfriend be on Facebook and Twitter on there, or whatever, and we could be in cross-game chat. It works great. You can use it if you're in the same game, if you're in separate games, if you're just surfing the web, whatever it may be, it is there. They have the messaging system. They have the messages where you just jump in and out of the parties. It works really good with stuff like Little Big Planet. You send a quick message, boom, you receive it, click the button, and it puts you right into that person's pod. Now you're playing multiplayer. Alright, like I was saying, the one other thing I really do want them to change is not just the overall interface of the Vita. I do like it. It is poppy. It is a nice presentation to it. It looks great. The operating system behind it. But I would like it to be a bit more clean and cut, not as childish. But for what it is a step in the right direction. It is definitely nice and good. But to go along with that, I also want to see things more unified and tied together. I don't see the need to have a separate messaging app and a party chat app. That should just be something where you're sending a message, your chat, just text messages, then you can just click in there with an extra button, hey, make this a party chat. And then you can just send more messages to other people to join this chat room. But I think the reason they do that is they kind of keep it so that you can see if your friends are in a chat room and you can just jump in and out freely without an invite. So they have the reasons behind it, but I still think it could be a bit easier to use. But honestly, from what they've come with from the PS3 till now, it is a step in the right direction. I think it's very, very good. Now, most importantly, of course, we talked about the apps, the features behind it. The internet browser, it's better than we've seen in the past, but it's still not really worth the best way of searching the web. Obviously with smartphones and laptops and tablets and everything, there's other ways to do it, but it has improved. And you know, you got the main things that you want to do. If you want to check your Facebook, boom, it's right there. You want to check your Twitter, it's right there. YouTube videos, that type of thing, it's all right there. A lot of pages do work pretty well though. It's still not up to par with most stuff out in the market. Other things going on it, you know, it's got the front and rear camera. Skype actually works really well on it. My girlfriend has a Vita as well. She became a gamer that way. And Skype on the Vita, we both do with each other a video chat on Skype. It actually works great. It's clear. The sound is clear. It is loud. It is great. So no complaints when it comes to all that type of stuff. Now, the only other thing a lot of people have been complaining about has been the games. And it's interesting to see that, because I understand why people have their gripes. And they're like, oh, well, there's no games on the Vita and all this and that. Like, well, we've said that, me and DLB both said this last week on the Wii U. You can't judge something based on launch only. For what is actually out at launch, AAA games like Uncharted. I mean, obviously it's nothing new, it's not a new IP, but it is a strong franchise, and that is the type of thing you want to come out at launch. That is Uncharted, is a AAA game. It was awesome. It was great. Hands off to the guys behind Sony and the developer behind the game itself. It was very well done and a great game. Other great games that come out not far down the line from it was Unit 13. Little Big Planet on it is phenomenal. Marvel vs. Capcom is great. It does the crossplay feature. Beta testing PlayStation All-Stars Battle Royale. Awesome game. Looks great on the Vita. Plays great on the Vita. So, I mean, the big name titles are there, but they also have all these small downloadable titles that people miss out on. I mean, check the PlayStation Store. There's a good amount there. They just opened up PlayStation Mobile. There's games for $2, $3 on there, and they're fun, addicting little games that you'd have on your phone or your iPad. Honestly, for $3, you want something to do on the go, just quick, with the Vita. That's a good way to do it. So you know what? There is more needed for this, and new IPs needed for it, but we see stuff like Tearaway coming from Media Molecule. Guerrilla Games just showed off the Killzone that's coming out on it. The Assassin's Creed Liberation that comes out here at the end of the month. From different podcasts and different sources, I've heard that this game is the best looking game to date on the Vita. When it comes to physics and frame rate, it is on par with consoles. Now, that was physics and frame rate. I'm not talking visuals and graphics completely. But the fluid motions of the characters, the way you're jumping through the trees and stuff like that, apparently works just as good on the Vita. And it is the one game that people really need to see, that they can really show that the Vita is something that is not to just be thrown away. The Call of Duty's coming out this holiday. I don't know about that one. We'll see. But there's a lot to offer, and there's a lot more coming. And like we said before, you judge something early on. If you're an early adopter, you're going to pay more money. You're more risk to injury with something going wrong with it. And there's not going to be as much there. I mean, think back to when the PS3 first came out. What did we have at launch? I mean, there was Resistance and Ridge Racer and Genji and not much. So the Vita's got a lot there already. It's just people try and find something to complain about, so that's what they're going to complain about. And you know what? Fuck it. So now the one thing I will have to agree with these people on, and Sony, wake up. It's time. Things too expensive. I'm sorry. $250 is too expensive when you still got to go spend $30-40 on a memory card. Okay? That makes it $300, so too much. Drop this thing down to $180. Put it on same price point as the 3DS. Boom. Awesome. But I will admit they have turned things around for the holidays to make it better. The Vita before for the Wi-Fi version was $249.99. Now for $249.99 you can get the Assassin's Creed bundle, the Madden bundle, the Call of Duty bundle, where they come with that Vita, with the brand new game, which is a $40 value. And depending on the model or the bundle, I believe actually none of the $249 bundles will come with a memory card, but you can get an 8 gig memory card for I believe $20, so it's really not too bad. It's just 8 gigs you will go through pretty quick. I think there might be even a 4 gig, but that will go through pretty quick, especially if you're using digital content. So Sony has made it nicer to where, oh, you can say, okay, well at least I'm getting this brand new $40 game with it for $249.99, and I believe it's the Assassin's Creed one's got that limited edition white Vita, which is also very nice. So they give you options, but you know what? At the end of the day, when mom and daddy walk into the store and they're buying their son or their daughter something for Christmas, all they're going to see is that price tag, and they're going to see $250. Okay, if they walk in there and let's just say they make the Wi-Fi bundle or the Wi-Fi system by itself for $180. Okay. Then you do this bundle for $200, $219.99, $220, somewhere along those lines. Those prices are much more acceptable. That's where you got the $180 where someone's going to come in and buy it for their younger kid because they're not going to want to play Call of Duty or Assassin's Creed on it, but it's a much cheaper price point. That's where you spend an extra $20 on the memory card ain't going to look as bad. So, Sony, it's time to drop the price on this thing because this is a awesome piece of hardware. There are great games on this and everything behind it, from Skype, Twitter, cross-game chat, PlayStation Store, PlayStation Plus is coming as well, video store, streaming music with Music Unlimited, and all the games. It's a great piece of hardware. It's just the price point is not there. So there you have it. Sony dropped the price. This thing will sell a lot better because honestly, it's there. It's awesome. My girlfriend's the perfect example of it. Once again, I'll talk about it. Got her a Vita, got a good price on it. Never played video games in her life. Started playing that free Montezuma Blitz, got addicted to it. She always saw me playing Uncharted, she wanted to try it. She beat the whole game in 3 days. This is someone that has never played a game in her life. She doesn't have the dexterity down yet. Boom. Now she just bought Little Big Planet. She's been playing Little Big Planet. She just pre-ordered Assassin's Creed on the Vita. So, it's awesome. She loves it with Netflix. She loves it with YouTube. She loves it with Skype because she doesn't have a tablet or anything like that accessible for her personal space. So this does that at a much cheaper route. So Sony, you dropped the price on this thing, and this thing will sell much better. Keep rolling out the titles, the games, and put more marketing. God damn it. More marketing, please. So anyway, there we have it. PlayStation Vita. Y'all have seen it. You know about it. Probably still on the fence because of the price. You got those new bundles this holiday, if that helps. Otherwise, there's got to be a price drop. Once the price drop is more acceptable to you, this thing is worth it. I'm telling you right now. So, thanks again everybody for tuning in. Make sure you follow me on Twitter at _US_Army, as well as subscribe to me on YouTube. So, thanks again. Hit me up on Twitter with questions, comments, what I should talk about next week, all that good stuff. Peace.